Oldsmobile. I made it. Suburban. Anyhow, there's a kid on YouTube that makes big money by unwrapping gifts and presents. So I'm going to try to do the same thing on my black butt-washed towel. I went to the Corvair convention in St. Charles, Illinois, Pheasant Run Resort. Yeah, well, the place was expensive and worn out, so I'm unwrapping my Corvair presents. There was a vendor there that, boy, did he know his stuff. He's from the South. There's a lot of boys come up from down south. And I guess they think that we speak funny. Here's a clutch end for a truck. The trucks use a different clutch end. A couple of shifter shafts for a late model. I'm pretty sure these are late model. It's been a long time since I worked on Corvairs. I've got all kinds of intentions of working on Corvairs, but I hope I'm talking to you in stereo because someone said I only have one speaker, and I just did a sound check on my Bluetooth, which is right here. My buddy Nick got me this Bluetooth. It's an MPOW, M-P-O-W JAWS. Check this out. NOS Corsa fender badge. And I'm going to drill it and put it right over there where it belongs. Yep, Corsa. Maybe I'll put it over here. Oh, look at that. Funny how they have one type of font for a 65 Corsa or 66. A totally different one for the Tornado. Interesting, huh? Guess that was some guy's job that day, make the font for the badges. We don't need no stinking badges. And I bought this cool old 60s tachometer. When you turn the face to adjust the orientation of the dial, the needle moves. So, interesting, $5. I bought this horn cap for a 67 wheel. And I think it's missing the spring clip. Oops. I think it's a wall decoration. I bought a nice Corsa one with a crack, but the pins are a little loose, a little epoxy. I bought a gas cap with a key and 2 clutch return springs. I think those are clutch return springs. Maybe there's something else. They're a little short, but it looks pretty. Clutch pivot for a truck. Turn signal cancel cam for an early model. Another gas cap. Horn contact that goes through the steering wheel. A couple little push pins, something or others for something, I forget. All that for $20, I think. $30, wasn't a lot of money. It's only money. And then I bought from another vendor AC manifold gauges. They're almost brand new. They're made in Qingchang, Wonton, China. They're for $134. And a friend of mine paid $140 at AutoZone, but he gave them back on day 88 of the 90-day return policy, which is pretty ridiculous, but that's the way it works. I got a camber gauge for setting your camber. Your camber is, if you look at your feet, camber is, if the wheels are pointed straight ahead, your camber is this. If you wear on the inside or outside. There's also toe in. There's also caster, which is the axle center line. It doesn't run like this, it actually runs like that. So the wheels always follow. They always return to center. More caster means it returns to center better, more steering wheel feel. And this is what I got. So this is made in the United Kingdom. And where's that? I don't know. It's across the pond. Made in UK, Gunson. Toolconnection.co.uk. Kinneton Road, or Kyneton Road, Kinneton or Kyneton, Southern Warwickshire, UK. Imported by the Tool Connection. Oh, imported from where? Wait a minute. Imported by, don't tell me it's a Qingchang China part. Let's see if I can put the phone here. I should be broadcasting in stereo or recording in stereo. But I just went to the phone store and I got a new cable. What the heck did I buy? I don't know. Little gauge here. No idea what I bought. And it says here in the back, in plastic, it says, patent applied for SPQR Engineering Limited, Rowlands Castle, England. Look at that. Made in the UK. Won't be long until the Qingchang China guys put them out of business. I bought this camber gauge that sticks on. It's magnetic, and it's probably made in Qingchang China. recycle when you've finished with the packaging. Please recycle it. China ain't taking no more of our pizza boxes with half a pizza in it, etc., etc., etc. No more recycling. Recycling is finished. Burn it. Keys. I went to Gettysburg, Pennsylvania and sweated, and then Ypsilanti, Michigan. Went to a couple of cruise-ins. Went to get an oil filter in Lansing. Good luck. Oldsmobile? Ha, what's that? So when I came back, I found I didn't have a spare key. Well, when I left, I didn't have a spare key for the trunk. Luckily, I didn't need a spare key. So I went through all my collection of keys. There's lots of them. I got these probably close to 40 years ago. Went through every single key here to see if I had a spare door key, and to see if I had a spare trunk key. And I didn't have either. No spare key, trunk key, or door key. So luckily, I had some blanks that I bought on eBay, some GM lookalikes. Fits to fit General Motors cars. And I took the original key, and I have the original keys. The original keys, and they are gone. Where did I put my original keys? Oh, probably in the key machine, which is right over here. Yep. Look at that. These are the original keys that came with the car. 8964 for the trunk, and I had a spare ignition key, 2-cylinder. And this is another, no, this is not an original engine key. It's an original Rochester Products key, but it's not an original key. It does not have the factory stamped numbers. Briggs and Stratton. I guess Briggs and Stratton made half of them, and Rochester Products made the other half. This one is a Briggs and Stratton. So I made a spare key, and I'll hide it somewhere in the car. So in case I ever get locked out of the trunk, lose those keys, I will have a spare. So that's what I bought at the Corvair event. These I've had since I dropped out of college. I was over at the junkyard rounding up crap, and I have these extra blanks with the knockout still in place. And I got these when I worked at a General Motors dealership in 1981, March and April 1981. Didn't sell much when the interest rate went from 13.48 to 21%. Hard to believe. I have a number of blanks. And I got a number of lock cylinders for 1969 and up. And I bought this Curtis key cutter. This is what the dealer used to use to make an exact original, but I don't know how to use it. It's not that complicated, but one day I'll watch a YouTube video and figure out how to use it. What else did I buy at the show? Let's see. Found a voltage regulator in the garbage. Made in China, an electronic one, but better than nothing. Bought a hubcap at a car show for $2, kind of beat up with a good nick in it. I bought some engine oil. I changed my engine oil. Got some high zinc 2050 at AutoZone. Nobody else had it. High zinc racing oil. Push rod and flat tappet engines. And I bought a genuine Valvoline piece of crap oil filter, but it's better than the 40-year-old one that was on the car. And I got my tubes to get rid of the water that falls through the hinges. I got a couple of what's labeled as early model bumper guards, 2 for $7. A little banged up. And I got some headrests. Period correct aftermarket light duty headrests. 2 of them have the brackets and 2 of them don't. And I bought some seat belts. They kind of beat up and corroded. They were $1 each. And one of them even had a retractor built in. That was $2. And the badge is kind of pokey. Whole box for $15. And I just put in the trunk some GE T3s. They're not GEs, they're Guide T3s. So I'll have some spare headlights if ever I burn a headlight out. I've got 4 T3s in this car. Put on 2,500 trouble-free miles. 4 original T3s, if you can believe it, and they all work. Too bad the vacuum headlights do not work. I wonder if that was put on at the factory upside down. Now, a fellow watched my video of the car, and he says, I painted that car in Petaluma, California in 1974. Now, how could that be? Somebody's watching a video of a car that he painted 45 years ago. How could that be? It's possible. Anything's possible, but geez, that's a stretch. He said he painted this car in 1974 in Petaluma. He said it does good burnouts. I bet it does. So that's it. That's all my toys that I'm going to show you unwrapped today. Oh, I didn't show you the idler arm. Hoo-hoo-hoo. A couple more lock cylinders. There's stuff everywhere. Tons of junk. I changed the idler arm, and I couldn't make a video because my battery was going dead. So I made a 5-second video. Maybe I'll post it. Check this out. I think there was a bushing, some brass in here that fell apart, and that's how that got loose. So this is how I drove all the way to Gettysburg, Ypsilanti, and then St. Charles, which is a suburb, an exurb west of Chicago. I can't go east because you go swimming. So I changed that, and the steering actually started to pull to the right, whereas before it had been going pretty straight. Hard to believe. With an idler arm that loose. But the steering was fine. No shakes, no shimmy, no nothing. So now no more clunky. I got to change the pitman arm now and get some shocks. The back shocks are rattling. They are loose, and the last couple 100 miles of the trip, they started rattling. Something has come loose on this shock absorber, and I can't get my arm in there. Yep, the top of the shock is detached or come loose. I don't know if you can see that. I'll maneuver the phone. The shock is actually loose. There's a horizontal shock on these as well, a shock that goes forward and backwards. And those aren't available. But what is available is one clearance shock. I ordered one Gabriel shock. And my experience has been that Gabriel shocks are better than Monroe's. They're made in Mexico. They had one at Rock Auto for $8 plus $5 shipping. And the other shock that they had more of was $18. Huh, little tag. I wonder what that tag was for. Huh. Not too rusty, huh? So there's the horizontal shock, and those aren't listed that I know of. See it? It's a horizontal shock absorber. And there's also a vertical shock absorber, your standard shock absorber. That on the other side is rattling. I don't know what happened. Maybe the top bushing disintegrated. That was this one. It's a tight squeeze. Oh, and here's my muffler. Look at this. Rusted. Remember the beautiful muffler repair job or tailpipe repair job I did on that K5 Blazer I drove back from Salinas, California? Well, the guy went to a fancy schmancy speed shop. He may be watching the video, so I gotta be careful what I say. And he had all kinds of chrome and aluminum and Edelbrock doodads and stuff put on, and transmission shifting clunky wonky. And it's bogging and hesitating, and oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. How do you send something away? It's less than perfect. When I work on a vehicle, just go over stuff over and over and over and make sure everything closes perfectly and accelerates and doesn't flood. And you got to be really, really fussy to work on an old vehicle, especially when you're modifying it. You got to do it right. Look at this. Everything's got to be just right. I'm fussy. So this friend of mine that I sold the K5 Blazer to, he's PO'd and the guy's too busy to take it in and he can't drive it. And I know he's watching the video. He does watch my videos, so I sympathize with you, but